Barack Obama brutally shuts down people's lame excuses.
Oh, fuck, dude. I watched this on
voting.
Ideology today.
Oh, you did?
I went through it point by fucking point, dude. We can do it again here.
You don't mind?
Most people don't watch that. I mean, most people ain't seeing
maybe
Ideology.
You consider that the practice run, I
Sure.
guess.
Because this is an absurd bunch of fucking red herrings and just nonsense and straw man arguments.
That's what I felt like it was going to be.
It really is.
So, Paul and I, for those of you who don't know, do not vote. I don't think our reasons are exactly the same. I actually don't vote because I think that might be the only way to actually affect political change at this point.
Right.
Paul, I think you're more of just defeatist about it, right?
Not really defeatist. I don't vote because I believe it's a totally subverted system, and I think we'd be better off letting it collapse under its own weight and finding something better to do. Finding a better way.
Would you go to the polls to vote if there was a specific issue that concerned you directly, like legalizing weed or something?
No.
No.
I don't participate at any level.
So there's nothing that's going to draw you back to it.
Nope.
Like
I've made it. It's a philosophical stance that I've taken. So even if I'm tempted,
so I'm not as hardline on it because if I saw something that I actually cared enough to vote about, I'd vote. But my problem is if you give me two candidates and I like neither one of them and neither one of them supports a political position that's even remotely near my own, I'm not going to waste my time go vote for one of them. I'm not going to give them my mandate of the people. They don't have it. I'm not going to vote simply to keep your political enemy out of office because I don't give a shit.
I would back that 100%. The only thing that I add is I believe that the entire system of voting has been subverted. I think that's been, dude, I lived through the fucking election in 2000. Like I lived through Bush versus Gore. I watched Gore win the election.
I mean, do you know how long it's been since a Republican actually had the popular vote?
Well, think about this.
And won the election?
How many of these fucking stories come out every election system or every election season about these systems of the voting machines being tampered with or outputting the wrong numbers or recounts being necessary? It's all subverted.
Super delegates.
It's just bullshit. It's all a game. It's all about who has more money to put out more commercials and shit. I don't participate on those grounds.
Right.
Because I don't think it's about serving the interests of people.
You think the whole thing is just too much of a farce to even participate in? It's just totally rigged.
Yep.
There's no point.
It's rigged.
Yeah.
Look at Ohio. Did you mean you wouldn't voted to legalize weed there?
Yeah.
And the idiots there just bought all the propaganda that like, oh my God, only 10
Yeah,
people
but I mean,
be able to grow it.
as much
we can't have it then.
As much as I don't have any faith in the electorate, I feel like, if more people had gone and voted for legalizing weed, it would have been legalized.
Let me ask you a question, Paul. How do you feel about the states?
There is some responsiveness to the vote.
Every state that you smoked pot in, because you haven't been to Vermont, which is the only state that by legislature actually voted to legalize weed. How do you feel about the ballot initiatives that legalize weed in those states?
I mean, I'm fine with other people participating in it, but I don't participate in the process at all.
All right, so this is just to define the positions. And Scotty, what would your position be? Do you vote or?
I think that,
or would you be more with me or more with Paul, or do you have your own position?
I think that with the voting, if there could be a way to actually make sure that everyone's vote is counted and done with like paper ballots or something like that, there's a hard copy.
But in the current system, do you think it's worth voting or not? Where do you stand?
Mainly no.
Mainly no. So you would make some exception.
Yeah.
Okay. So Scotty and I's position is. We don't vote, but we'd make an exception for maybe a particular pet issue or something like that, or extraordinary candidate. Paul's position is he doesn't vote, and
it's a pageant.
He thinks the entire system is just too jerry-rigged against any sort of will of the people for him to even bother with.
Well, it is by design, yeah.
Right.
It is.
So, Scotty, you agree with that, too?
I agree with that, yeah.
So you're kind of in between. All right. So let's take a look at this, bearing in mind that those are our perspectives.
Elected officials are uninformed.
I agree with that.
Okay, is there any kind of introduction, or are we just plunging in and then you guys will...
All right, here's number one.
Excuse.
I don't care about politics. Look, I don't care about Pokemon, but that doesn't mean it won't keep on coming back.
What the fuck does that...
What?
And what does that have?
Boo!
I don't care about the Pokemon.
Hello, fellow kids.
Was that his Pokemon go to the polls moment?
Yeah. I don't care about Pokemon.
I don't
okay?
want to hear fucking Obama talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, not only it's just a terrible analogy.
And I mean, like, the line sucks.
Politics is not Pokemon. Pokemon is just a cultural trend. Politics is how our lives are run and live.
You know, he should have fucking stolen that quote from was it Howard Zinn or something? Or no, it was Ralph Nader. Should have just stole the Ralph Nader quote. He's like, if you're not turned on to politics, politics turn on you. Much better fucking disposable one line. I guess he just wouldn't want to give credit to Ralph Nader.
There you go.
Poor
No,
son of
we
a
got to
bitch.
throw the Pokemon reference in because the kids, they like the Pokemans, and we're trying to get the kids out to the polls.
Oh, God. That was painful. That was way worse than I thought it was going to be.
It's actually what people in power are betting on, that you'll check out, that you won't vote. And when you opt out, that's what allows other people to essentially fill
They're
that
actually
void.
betting on a lot
It
more
allows
than
them
that. They're betting on people not voting, and they're betting on stupid masses of people that agree with them voting. It's a dual-pronged strategy.
to do nothing about the things that you'd like to see government do. So if you really want to throw a wrench in their plans, throw them out. Vote
Bullshit.
in somebody better. Next.
Okay, yeah. How about this?
How about
you
you?
give me a candidate that actually has the willpower to do that? Because here's what happens. Somebody like you comes along and goes, oh, hey, I'm going to change. Hope, I'm a different kind of politician. I'm going to do things differently. And then as soon as they get elected, they roll over and become a corporatist or reveal that they always were. So this idea that you can just vote for people that talk a good game.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Vote for people that talk a good game, y'all.
Dude,
That's how
Obama-
you change things.
I mean, I hate to tell you this, but, like, a big part of the reason why I don't vote... This did not work, by the way, Scotty, the spider you threw at me. God, you made me lose my train of thought with this shit.
Oh, dude, I was hoping to get you to jump.
No, Obama himself is a fucking sitting refutation of what he's fucking saying. Because he's exactly why so many people from our generation, I think, are disenfranchised with this shit.
The last vote I
Because-
cast was for Barack
Right,
Obama.
because he was all change, and there was such momentum, and it seemed so historic and huge, and the Democrats swept in on this giant blue wave of like, change! No more Bush now, it's time for change. And then he didn't change shit,
And the
so
fucking-
fuck you,
and-
Obama!
And the next liberal candidate that people really like, Bernie, was pushed aside by Hillary in the DNC.
No.
Another reason why your vote doesn't matter, because there's 538 votes in this country that matter.
The superdelegates. Oh, before we even get there, Paul, the superdelegates decide. Oh, Paul, we don't think you're electable.
Yeah, you know what? If the people decide they want a candidate, but we think it's the wrong one, we'll just change it up. That's our system. Fuck you. I'm not going to the polls. You go fucking waste your time with that shit, bitch. I'm not a retard.
Why bother voting when I can't relate to the candidates? Now, this is actually a good question. For way too long, politicians haven't been representative of America as a whole. But that's changing this year. More women
This
are
year?
running for-
It's changing
It's
this
done.
year.
That's over now.
Hey, dude, Obama just announced that this year is the year that politicians are going to stop being corporate
Paul.
shills and start actually being representatives of people. It's this year.
You know
Wow.
what? Paul's going to vote for the first time. Obama's fucking defeated his
Yep,
argument.
I take it back, Obama. I didn't know that was rolling out this year. Fuck you, you cynical piece of shit.
Yeah,
Sold out
look.
piece of fucking garbage, you corporatist cocksucker.
Corruption's over, you guys. Don't
Hey,
worry.
kids, Pokemon reference and go vote
Pokemon.
like your parents have been doing, because that's been working. Fuck you. No, it ain't.
Mr. Obama, but all the politicians are douchebags. Don't worry,
Well,
it's changing.
Yeah, this is the year we rolled out the
They're,
anti-politician douchebag
He's
initiative.
still rolling out the old change trick.
Hope and change.
Don't worry, change.
No, I told you
It's
that was coming in
You
2012.
are getting changey.
Dude, you know what?
Very
It does change.
changey.
It changes for the worse. Yeah, so, you know, he's right. No, look, Obama didn't lie. He's going to change things. Just going to make it worse.
Hope,
It's a card trick.
change. Hope and change. Change
Hold-
and hope.
Is this your card? the change
they
card?
sell it every 4 years to the American fucking populace. Things are going to change and get better.
You know, Hillary never even bothered with that. When Hillary ran, the only thing she ran on is like, I'm with her. Like,
I'm a
why
woman.
would I be with you?
She ran on status quo.
be president.
I am a female and status quo will be maintained.
Polls show that most Americans want female president at this point in history. Now is opportunity. I am female, have vagina, will be president.
But what do you say to all the people now, Chi, that say, look, if with Trump's election, look how the Supreme Court turned out. Wouldn't Hillary have been better there?
If you elect me, there will finally be a bearded
Maybe.
clam sitting at the Resolute desk.
Yeah, maybe it would. Maybe it would. But I don't give a shit.
What about climate change?
We weren't gonna do nothing.
Would Hillary have done more?
She'd have done
TJ?
she'd have done the Paris Accords, sure.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't have pulled out of the Paris Accords, but the Paris Accords are just a Band-Aid on a bullet wound
Yeah,
anyway.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's still hemorrhaging blood. The Paris Accords ain't fixing shit. That ain't even near the level of reform that has to happen.
Oh, yeah, just put some gauze on it. It'll be fine. Sucking chest wound, yeah, it's good. Just put a Band-Aid on it. Call that Band-Aid the Paris Accords.
All right. More Obama.
for office than ever before. More LGBT candidates are running for office. First-time candidates, young veterans.
Oh, he sucks a dick? That's
So wait a
my
minute.
guy. I don't care what his policy is. He
LBG
sucks dicks like me.
Yeah, LBGT candidates, first-time candidates, and young veterans can't be slimy corporate sellout scumbags? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that demographic
Dude,
was
listen,
immune.
Wait a minute. I don't know if you know this, Paul. This is actually scientifically proven. If you're a man and you consume copious amounts of semen over a long period of time, it actually deactivates the genes responsible for corruption.
Oh, okay.
So if you are, it's same is true of a woman licking another woman's pussy. Same-sex loving peoples, LGBT peoples, actually immune to all corruption.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't do it. It's just scientifically proven. It's like how you could always believe a woman about sexual assault.
Right.
How they never lie about that for any
just
reason.
a fact.
LGBT people, they never take dirty fucking money. They never get
Yeah.
tangled up with some dubious super PAC bullshit.
This year's the first year, though, that a wave of these people are going to be running. This is
Right.
the year we canceled corruption.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, have things been corrupt from the inception of this country until now?
Yes.
Yes.
Dude.
But 2018
Here's
is
the
year.
problem with your fucking argument.
done.
Here's the problem with those studies, TJ. Look at like half the fucking Republicans in Congress are a bunch of fucking faggots.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, let's just be honest. That fucking worked. Those motherfuckers would be the most. We'd have the least corrupt Congress in U.S. history.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's not forget the rash of it's kind of gone out of fashion to point out when Republicans are gay.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote against this pro-gay bill.
But
and then
It's
I'm going to
so
go suck
bad.
a
But
big
But let's
dick.
remember that there was a lot of them outed as being fucking gay.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
lot
There's a
of
lot
them.
of them that ain't been outed yet, too.
Oh, they're there.
Oh, yeah.
They're there.
They know.
Who you think? Who you think's a secret?
Oh,
fucking
dude,
faggot?
Lindsey Graham, dude.
Lindsey Graham is piping on the meat flute.
Oh yeah.
dude.
Well, everyone knows that one. I'm talking about like
Oh my.
go off some off the wall.
Off the
shit.
wall.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell sucking a dick.
Yeah. His master calls him Bitch McConnell. His brutal master puts
here,
him in,
bitch
puts
McConnell.
his cock in chastity every
yes.
night. Beats him.
Oh,
Calls him Bitch McConnell.
Oh yeah.
You know a lot about this, Paul.
You stupid, fat, saggy, turtle-looking fuck.
Oh god.
Oh, yes, I do look like a turtle. You're right about that. Oh,
What about-
I don't deserve to
I'm
come.
a turtle.
What about
That's
you?
right.
What about you, Scotty? What do you think?
If I had to fucking pick somebody,
Off the wall. Off the wall.
oh man. How about what's that fucking bitch? Susan Collins, dude.
Oh, yeah, you think she's...
Because you know what? We haven't
munching carpet?
We've done a lot of fucking males. How about a females? What I was
Oh, yeah.
thinking, you know.
I bet she's a muff diver for sure.
I know. I'm
Scissor
Going
me
to town,
timbers,
dude. I just imagine her as a pirate, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going with Ted Cruz. Just because.
Nah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, teen titty films. Come on.
No,
Titty
no.
films.
I know what's going on here. I could see it.
No.
Tell me you can't see this. All right.
Okay, all right.
All right. So, Ted Cruz. He's got no shirt on. He's got no pants on.
Ew.
Yeah. He's got no pants on. He's wearing some fucking boxer shorts, like some white boxers. They're kind of tattered.
Okay.
And he's covered from fucking head to toe in oil, right?
Okay.
Just greasy, shiny, right? And it's kind of like making the boxers cling to him and shit.
Gross.
And there's like oil stains on the boxers because they've been on there. And he's shackled to a brick wall, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's got a mistress there because he's into women too. He's got a mistress, but she calls in some big bull to come fuck him in the ass.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
You know what? No, dude. I see him as like a fucking creeper, dude. I see him as like popping around the fucking corner, trying to fucking get a glimpse inside a window.
Was that Ted Cruz's sex life, or was that just another of TJ's fantasies escaping into the
You
wild?
guys both came up with shit, and it wasn't like, oh, that's your fantasy.
All right,
but yes,
TJ.
that's a pretty cool
we know
fantasy.
TJ's fantasies, dude.
No, but I could totally see Ted Cruz in that fucking position.
I just don't see him as a fag, dude. I don't.
Maybe he is. Who knows?
That's why it's out of left field, dude.
What about
that's
Obama?
why it's out of left field.
You think Obama took some pipe, dude?
I have no comment.
We know Michelle is a transvestite,
That's true.
right? So
They killed what's her name?
I think
for saying
Obama's
that.
bi. I'm gonna go
Anyway.
with Obama's bi.
man, we've gone way off the rails here. All right.
Yeah.
Of Iraq and Afghanistan, young leaders from across the political spectrum. So this year, more than any other year, you have the chance to change the face of politics so that it looks more like your own. You remember
thanks.
those hearings where members of Congress were asking Mark Zuckerberg questions like they'd never used the internet before? That's because they haven't. Here's your chance to vote for people.
They're fuddy-duddies? Is that...
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
agree.
actually,
I
no, with
agree.
the
They're
internet-
fuddy-duddies.
I mean, is that really a strong enough reason to get you to the vote? Like, this is the best foot forward of, like, him trying to talk to the disenfranchised. Like, look, these fuddy-duddies don't even know what the internets are.
Well, also implicit is that it's fuddy-duddies that are corrupt and not internet-savvy
yeah,
people.
they're not corrupt.
Trust people from the internet. They're not corrupt scam artists.
Trust people from your generation.
Yeah.
These old people are the bad ones.
the immune to corruption generation.
The millennials.
Yeah.
All
You're
immune to
special.
corruption.
What the fuck?
Like,
dude?
why doesn't their
It's
like
so
he said,
fallacious.
make the fucking face of politics look more like yours? Like, doesn't the faces that look like young people are scamming people every fucking day? Like, isn't that happening?
Apparently not.
It is. My vote doesn't matter. Now, the last presidential election turned on fewer than 100,000 votes in 3 states.
No, the last presidential election turned on a lot more than that. It turned on a fucking coup at the DNC that removed a rightful candidate's chances and gave the fucking election to an unelectable piece of fucking garbage. Hence, your vote doesn't mean anything, retard. No, it wasn't just 1,000 salty votes that elected fucking Donald Trump. You guys ain't gonna spin that narrative over here. That was a wave of defeat for fucking Hillary Clinton. She was losing places they thought she'd never lose.
Hillary showed up at rallies and they were empty. Bernie showed up at rallies and they were full. Trump showed up at rallies and they were full.
Yeah, Hillary couldn't pack out a high school gymnasium. Trump was fucking
There was
selling
no
out arenas.
enthusiasm
Bernie
about
was
Hillary.
selling out arenas, and somehow we ended up with this flaccid, dumb bitch that you backed, by the way. Thanks for that. Thanks for choosing that horse, Barack. Why should I be taking advice from you at all? You're the problem. You're an establishment corporate Democrat trying to sell the idea that people are changing things by voting. Why would an establishment corporate Democrat say that? Maybe because it's not the way to actually change things. Maybe because it's the way to keep people like you entrenched like ticks on the ass of this fucking country. Fuck you, you big-eared fuck.
Well, why? You know, here's the problem. Why should Bernie even have to go through the DNC? Shouldn't he just be able to run for president?
No, because we gotta have rules,
We gotta have the rules.
You have to run with a party, otherwise you don't get the money.
You get to have a D or an R next to your name.
Yep.
Which one do you want? You have so much fucking choice
And
in
only
this
the
country.
person-
Red team or blue team? Decide.
And only the person
Decide
we
now
pick
or
gets to wear the
die.
D.
All right,
Fuck
we know
you.
you're an independent, but like, are you an R independent or a D independent?
Where's this narrative coming from that the last election tipped on 1,000 votes? How are we going to sell that narrative when there was this massive red gobbling up of states that were traditionally easy Democratic wins?
Well, he was saying that in 3 states it was within 100,000 votes or something.
Also, like Michigan,
yeah,
Wisconsin.
I mean, yeah, okay, it was thin in places. Big deal. It doesn't matter. You didn't win. You lost states you should never have lost by any margin.
And the candidate that lost wasn't the candidate that the people in those places wanted, hence she lost. A lot of the people in those places probably would have voted for Bernie Sanders.
I love how it's like we're treated like we're the ones being outrageous when it's like, how come you didn't vote for our candidate? Because you didn't fucking nominate the person that everybody wanted, morons.
I guarantee you a lot of those states would have went blue if Bernie Sanders was at the top of that
Bernie
ticket.
Sanders would have beaten Donald Trump by every fucking polling metric by a huge margin. We warned you stupid fucking establishment fucks for months and months before. Look at the fucking polls. Hillary is neck and neck with Trump. Bernie Sanders is trouncing Trump. He obviously has a much more energized base than she does. Give this nomination to Bernie Sanders and you will maintain the presidency.
Whatever,
you
Bernie,
didn't
bro.
listen, and now you're coming back like, please,
Sour
please.
grapes.
No,
Sour grapes,
fuck
Bernie,
you.
bro.
Burn in hell.
TJ,
I'm going to give you the
Bernie, bro.
Rorschach
Bernie,
moment.
bro.
They
Bernie,
looked
bro.
up and said,
Bernie,
save me,
bro.
and I said, no.
Hey,
Fuck
TJ,
off.
Are you enjoying Trump now, Bernie, bro?
I love him. I worship at Trump's fucking feet because he makes
As a
you
liberal, that must be
motherfuckers
true,
cry.
TJ. You know what? You're just a fucking little Bernie bro that's just upset, TJ.
I am.
You're a misogynist. You didn't
Why
want a
shouldn't
woman.
I be?
You
A
didn't want a
salty
woman.
Bernie
The
bro.
subversion of democracy.
You didn't want a woman in the White House, TJ. Just admit it. Just admit it.
It made
You
you,
didn't-
scared.
As a white male, TJ,
You just
were
didn't want a
afraid.
Jew in the White House.
Oh, shit.
Playing the Jew card. Boom. You didn't see Bernie out running on, I'm a minority too. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit to hell.
People go to Coachella. Look,
Coachella?
when it comes to something like
You're just going to
So
reference
more
young
people-
people things?
actually
said
Pokemon,
more-
Coachella.
Yeah.
vote
Pokemon,
this November
Coachella,
elections
Coachella, Pokemon.
actually
That's why you
does
got to vote. Coachella,
because of, like,
Pokemon.
people who make our
Youth
criminal
culture.
justice system fair and your student loans easier to afford. And by the way, you wouldn't let your grandparents pick your playlist. Why would you let them?
Oh my
pick
God.
Once
The-
again, old
What is
people
this
bad.
ageism shit?
Yeah, look at these old fuddy-duddies. Kids, I'm just like you. I'm hip. I'm
This-
on the Instagram feeds.
This divide and conquer bullshit. Like, oh, you can't agree with the people from this generation. You got to agree with the people from your generation.
This is just this generation's flavor of that voting is cool. Voting is cool shit we got in the 90s. It's just the same shit. They reach out to young people thinking that they talk and think like them and give them this fucking spiel like, look at your granny here. You wouldn't let her pick your playlist of rap musics.
Sock it to
What
me.
It's funny because he doesn't realize like he's the one that seems so fucking out of touch saying this
Oh, yeah,
shit.
dude. No kid is watching this going, oh, this is cool. I'm going to go vote because it
Tubular,
rocks.
dude.
President O gets me, bruh.
Come on, dude.
It's like,
They
oh,
ain't fucking connecting with the
So
youth.
unself-aware. This is why you lose, Democrats, by the way.
It's because
This type of lame
mean, it's just 'cause
bullshit.
the
It's just
Democrats make the
patronizing
same
shit.
Dude, the Democrats make the same mistake over and over again. We're gonna get the fabled youth vote. Look, people in that age don't give a shit. They have their whole lives ahead of them. They're not disillusioned yet. They don't give a fuck about voting. They go and vote when they're 65 because they got nothing else going on. They're like, I don't like that. Vote against it. Stop it. Stop it. Keep it how it was.
It's so patronizing because it feels like such a fucking talking down to. It's like, I'm going to get down on your level and talk about the Pokemons and the Coachella. Just talk to them like they're fucking anyone else.
Yeah.
It's so, like, no one wants to be baby talked by you, Obama.
Oh, it's like the
This is
Pokemon.
why you got to vote. Let me tell you the story of the sad boy who didn't vote and what happened to
Can
him.
Obama just go back to retirement?
He
Can he
didn't
just go
get
back?
his free
Look,
college.
Obama's from Hawaii. Go live in your tropical fucking compound paradise, Obama, and just fade away.
I mean, it'd be one thing if he was baby talking truth, but all this shit that he's brought up so far has been total fucking easily refuted bullshit.
it's garden variety horse crap.
Here's
Midterm
another one.
elections are boring. Let me know when we're talking about a presidential race.
Nobody's saying
I've never heard anyone in my
guys.
life say it.
You want to go vote in the midterms?
Oh, the kids think it's
midterms
boring.
are boring.
The kids think it's boring. I hear you. Everything's boring, you know? But you got to get out and vote.
You can Snapchat and tell your friends to snap while you're at the polls.
Yep. You got to do it anyway. Because if you don't, this lady will be doing it. Insert meme picture of an old toothless woman looking confused. Quit letting people that looks like this dumb old bitch elect your president.
These elections are even more important than a presidential race. This November, 36 states are picking governor. Every
yeah.
single spot in the House of Representatives is on the ballot. Fill them with people who care about what you care about.
How do you find those?
Give me one. Give me one.
Weren't you one of those, you dumb fucking incredulous fuck? Look at you. Look at you. Weren't you one of those people? I care about what you care about. I came from a mixed race heritage. I had a hard time growing up. Sometimes money was tight. Remember all that bullshit, you rich fuck? Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I hate this motherfucker, man. Dude, kids, and you know what, dude? Kids don't buy this shit. They feel the same energy radiating off of you, you fucking old vampire. They watched you suck as a president, and they don't want to listen to you no more. Go away. Go back into the fucking coffin where people like you come out of to suck this fucking country.
Change.
You piece of shit.